Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news. The NFL offseason has already been buzzing with rumors and potential trades. But right now, there's one that's really capturing the attention of Steelers fans and division rivals alike. Word on the street, fueled by Pro Football Reference's latest whispers and insider sources, suggests that the Cincinnati Bengals are eyeing a blockbuster move, potentially trading away star wide receiver T. Higgins to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yes, you heard that right. It's a scenario that, if it comes to fruition, could shake up the entire AFC North and reshape the Steelers' offensive outlook for the upcoming season. Now let's take a deep dive into what this could mean, not only for the Steelers but for the AFC as a whole. T. Higgins, at just 26 years old, is one of the most explosive deep threats in the league. Since entering the league in 2020, he's amassed over 200 receiving yards and 32 touchdowns, establishing himself as a reliable weapon across from Ja'Marr Chase. His ability to stretch defenses with his size, speed, and contested catch skills makes him a perfect fit for an offense looking to elevate its passing game. Last season, Higgins put up impressive numbers, 68 catches for 150 yards and 8 touchdowns, with a PFF grade of 87.6, placing him among the top 10 wide receivers in the league. His yards per target hovered around 10.2, and his EPA per reception was plus 0.48, showcasing his efficiency and big play potential. But why would Cincinnati consider trading away Higgins? Well, the Bengals are in a complicated cap situation following Joe Burrow's extension, which hits the cap for a hefty $55 million in 2025, placing them in what some insiders describe as a cap hell. With about $8 million in cap space left for 2026, they're under pressure to make tough choices. The team is also heavily focused on securing a long-term extension for Ja'Marr Chase, who was dominant last season with over 400 yards. The Bengals are also trying to manage their defense, which allowed an average of 140 rushing yards per game last year, a significant number that they're looking to fix. Trading Higgins could free up around $12 million in cap space, giving them some breathing room to rebuild their defensive line and address other needs. From the Steelers' perspective, this potential trade is a game-changer. With only around $88 million in cap space, Pittsburgh has been strategic in restructuring contracts and making moves to keep their core intact. Adding a player like Higgins, who's capable of transforming their passing offense, would be a massive boost. Especially considering the Steelers' current passing yards per game, roughly 220 last season, and the need to elevate that number closer to 260, Higgins could be the spark to ignite their aerial attack. His skill set aligns perfectly with what Kenny Pickett and the offense need to take the next step, especially with the playoffs approaching and the AFC North fiercely competitive. Imagine the impact of Higgins lining up alongside George Pickens. That duo would make defenses sweat, forcing opponents to choose how to double-team them or risk giving up big plays. Higgins' ability to gain yards after the catch, YAC, averaging around 6.3 yards, and his contested catch percentage, around 58%, make him a consistent threat in clutch moments. His blend of speed, route running, and physicality mirrors some of the best in the league, and if he joins Pittsburgh, he could elevate the entire offense, making it more dynamic and unpredictable. Now let's talk about the broader implications. If this move happens, it's not just about adding a talented receiver, it's about shifting the balance of power in the AFC North. The Steelers, already a team with a solid defense led by T.J. Watt, would suddenly have an even more potent offense. With Higgins in the mix, the passing game could become a nightmare for opponents, especially when you factor in the deep threat he provides. Last season, Higgins averaged over 10 yards, and he's shown he can produce consistently even with some injury setbacks, like his hamstring injury in 2025 that caused him to miss 3 games. Still, his YAC and contested catches demonstrate resilience and reliability. The projection for the Steelers with Higgins on board is huge. His addition could lead to an increase of around 100 yards personally, boosting Kenny Pickett's completion rate from around 65% to closer to 70%. That's a significant jump, comparable to what Stefon Diggs did for the Bills in 2020, where their passing efficiency soared by 15%. Higgins' presence would also diversify Pittsburgh's targets, especially with Watt sidelined at times, forcing defenses to respect the entire field and not just the middle or short routes. It's the kind of upgrade that could turn the Steelers into a true offensive threat, reminiscent of the Rams' explosive aerial attack in 2021 when Cooper Kupp and Odell Beckham Jr. made life miserable for defenses, and the Super Bowl odds reflect this potential transformation. With Higgins in the fold, the Steelers' chances for a deep playoff run skyrocket. PointsBet has already moved their Super Bowl odds from plus 1,200 to plus 600 for 2025, a clear indication of the belief that this move could be the missing piece to finally get Pittsburgh back to the big game. Their upcoming playoff matchup against the Ravens would take on even more significance, as Higgins' 4 playoff touchdowns in his career could be the difference maker in high-stakes moments. His route running and ability to neutralize zones with elite-level routes would make him a nightmare for defenses, especially in clutch situations. Of course, this trade isn't just about adding a star. It's about the strategic pivot that could set the Steelers up for long-term success, echoing the 2010 receiving core that helped propel Pittsburgh to multiple Super Bowls. Higgins' addition would create a dynamic, explosive offense capable of competing at the highest level, providing the kind of offensive firepower that could push the Steelers into the conversation as favorites in the AFC. It's a move that would send shockwaves through the league and leave division rivals scratching their heads, trying to figure out how to contain such a potent duo of Pickens and Higgins. In conclusion, the idea of T. Higgins donning the black and gold is more than just a rumor. It's a possibility that could redefine the Steelers' season. With his proven production, big play ability, and the potential to elevate Kenny Pickett's game, Higgins could be the piece that pushes Pittsburgh from playoff contender to Super Bowl favorite. Whether this trade materializes or not, it's clear that the Steelers are looking at every opportunity to improve and stay ahead of the competition. And if they do land Higgins, buckle up, because this team could be on the verge of something special, echoing their storied past and aiming for that 7th Lombardi trophy. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster? Do you think a trade for T. Higgins would put Pittsburgh over the top? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Steelers. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Steelers news and insights. Together, we're building this community, and there's nothing better than sharing our passion for the black and gold. Let's keep the faith, keep dreaming, and get ready for what could be an exciting season ahead. Thanks for riding with us, and as always, here's to the Steelers, the team of champions, forever chasing that next Super Bowl.